Okay, welcome back to The Sauce. We have another great dynamic young person here. We're going to talk with Mr. Kioma Mallet, the Rhyme Minister. He's mostly known for freestyling, but if you get to know him, you'll see that he has a lot of positive things to say about a lot of the issues that we face today. So, Mr. Mallet, I'm sure you heard me and Adrian Green talking before about this whole bleaching thing, this whole tight pants thing. We came off talking about women, and I want to start with you in that. A statement was made that people might have a preference, so I prefer red women or I prefer dark women. And I want to see what this young man has to say about having a preference. Do you really think that people have like a deep-seated issue when they have this preference, or do you think that they just, well, I like red, or I just like high brown women, you know, or I just like dark women, I love a brown name? Like, what do you think?
I think by nature people tend to have penchants that just come as a matter of transition through growth and experience and whatnot. And sometimes it could be saying more deep-seated, as you said. Like, I find personally, I like black people. I love black people. I love all women, but I have a preference for dark skinned people. I mean, I am sure that has a lot to do with the fact that I see a strength in my mother, I saw a strength in my grandmother. You know, growing up around people, relating, find that I prefer that, like the culture, like we represent and whatnot. But I find also like we are socialized to think white is right.
Okay.
I find so I think that even down to like how your hair is worn if you're working in a bank, you can got your hair twisted and all that. Even as a woman, my sister had that issue, so I think that people like that. I like women to wear a lot of makeup as opposed to being all natural. People to ask questions about that stuff. So I think that even with women we want a white man, you know, we got a fella want a white woman, and it's just something that they just want. It don't necessarily be. If you ask somebody, it's like, oh, they just like it. Or, you know, to get encouraged, like, to, as you say, to have like the colored children. It's all about I guess stratification.
So so you think that we've been socialized, some of us have been actually socialized to believe that we like something that we don't necessarily like. Because I do know there are situations where a person might have their preference, but due to their family or pressure from whoever, they might feel they need to change what their actual preference is. But I'm wondering if you actually think that people's preference can be molded by what they've seen around them and not from what they actually want deep down inside.
I believe they can.
Yeah.
After you, somebody keep coming showing you this is better. If you look at it, like people tend to gravitate towards like whiteness or whatever you want to call it. Like if you find a black person may do something, you might see a white person doing it. You would say the black person do something stupid, but you say it because the white person do it is cool. Like white people not washing their hands when they go partying, you know, stuff like that. White people doing silly things like blowing ear or back of somebody's neck or how the party or whatever. We just look at it and we laugh.
Right, so your white friend do it and you laugh.
Right, it's just be cool.
You're an idiot and your black friend they cuff in your face. Yeah.
That's what it means. That's what he's honestly if white people do it, it just go better.
Okay, so on that note, let's go more into like how we're dressing and stuff like that. Because we know we talk about Cartel, we're talking about his whole look. So we're going off of the skin now and we're coming down to how he's dressing. I've seen him dressing basically normal shirts and pants and so on, but very, very snug. No, actually we have this tight pants thing in style now on this level that I've never seen it before, where men are wearing actual pants that look like tights, even though they might be a very slim man. You might never know a man leg was so small until now you see him in this tight pants. Do you find that this is the same thing, that these men actually might not like tight pants at all, but are actually doing it like 10 years ago when I was in secondary school, it was the biggest pants, bottom possible. No, is this the snuggest
It's all be a
pants?
trendy thing when I was going to school, you know, wearing what we call low waist at the time, which is acceptable now. You know, baggy pants in fashion, you will find maybe, you know, the artists will wear big pants, you will wear it. I mean, you will be like a function of what you see at the time you're in. So they're coming around seeing, the agent was saying earlier, that if obviously when people fashion themselves after you are a role model by default.
Okay.
So if you see somebody that popular wearing pants progressively smaller,
space boots performer look.
Afterward you would start doing it. I mean, if your mind is strong, you might find that during the baggy movement, you might find some children not really just wearing them just because. Obviously some people might like it, but some people might just do it just because. You'll find fellas wearing like fuchsia, pink, all that stuff. They just gravitate to stuff to look pretty or look acceptable. You find, you know, guy, it be like, to me it's kind of like maybe an identity thing. You find it as a fad. Everybody else doing it, so you're just doing it. The fellas wearing tighter pants. One time I was going through town and see a woman looking good, they walk past and say, yo, I'm looking good, yeah. Wearing leggings, and these fellas talking back to us, like, yeah, the man like the girl. The man say, yeah, miss, what, where you get our pants from? Right, so the man was looking at the pants, they was looking at the woman, they want the pants, they want to know where it come from so they could get that fashion, right?
Okay.
So to me, it struck me as kind of odd, but I mean, it's easy for people to be influenced by anybody that has like, a mic, anybody that is seen in the media.
So well, there's a big difference between actually liking something and actually being influenced to like something. I find that there are some people that still have a high top. Yeah. Well, high top coming back, but before there's a taxi man in town. He's had it for years. I know what you mean. Some man's got hairstyles like for 10 exactly,
years
and I always say a man usually keeps a hairstyle for a long time. If a man decides he locks in, usually does it for 10 years at least, then he might cut his hair because he get bored. But he's not a person who's going to change, like how a woman might want blonde hair today and black hair tomorrow. So when I look at these styles and I see these fellas, I'm saying to myself, does the average fellow really see what he really look like in this pants? Because to me, like, especially as we say in Barbados, hard foot, if you got a hard foot, it wasn't something that you would be trying to advertise.
It, like, hope people do it. No.
You understand? And there are still people now wearing the biggest pants, people who never let go of that style because that was their thing. But I found myself driving through town the other day, saw this man and he had on a very big pants, but otherwise he was dressed pretty modern. And I said, wait, he poor, he can't afford the pants? And I felt bad for him because I'm so accustomed to seeing tight pants. I figured if the man got this big bag and he can't got the money to buy the pants that wear no based on how
that's
he
true. You
more
find like, I saw
an
ad had regular jeans was $65 and you think that skinny jeans was like $107. You're paying more for less, literally.
Wow, yeah.
Because we'll be painting all that pants. To me, it don't make sense. It's not feasible. You wearing the pants, you wearing all the way down here. If you go around front saying you can't get over here. If you were walking like ducks. You like duck hunt when you go on the road, if you're walking like this. So like, if it's Doctor Who, the old school flashback.
So let's deal with the real issue now that I want to get at, right? And right now I'm not bashing or going for homosexuality on either side. Yeah. But I'm saying this is a more feminine look, obviously, because we're going from what was known as a man want to see a woman her legs, a man want to see a woman's shape, you understand? So now these fellas, I never ever really heard a woman say, oh, I wish you would wear a tight pants so I could really see how he leg look. You don't hear a woman say that about a man. So do you think that like how people are dressing now are leading to like, is like, let me say it like this. Is it in style to be gay? Or is it in style to look, if not be gay?
And trench feelings to be on the other side?
Yes.
I think so, yes. I don't know. I don't think a man really want to really look pretty. Like I myself, when I was working.
Real sauce people here, real sauce.
Yeah, we indie sauce, we indie sauce.
Like, what are you saying?
Like myself, I wear fitted shirts, fitted jeans, but I want that up close to me. Like, every time you move, I feel as if my hair is getting pulled with the pants itself.
So the duck walking is not for you.
No, duck walk is not for me.
So they said in the past that the pants that were so low was a prison style for men who were gay. And now they're saying that that this style looks very gay. I even popular poet DJ Simmons, I read a note that he had on Facebook and it said that he caught the bus and he saw these two young fellas. Well, I think it might be more than two, but the point was that they were all dressed in these very tight, bright colors, like pinks and so on. And they were even putting on a well-known women's lotion, you know. But other than that, they're talking like fellas, they're going to meet girls, and you're hearing them say things like, well, the girls like how we look. So what would you say for a fella who feels torn between actually having an opinion about his personal style, but not wanting to go against the grain and be different if he's trying to be attractive to the girls that we have nowadays?
Hey, sure, for my project himself, might even know funny attractive. It's about a trend. People like, I already saying the guys had a face looking fresh like a girl kind of to perform when they was at school. Not saying that I would look down. I would look at it as it's really weird to me. These guys here, the talking, even how they was talking, he said it was fashion after the girls itself. It was, like hee like that. It's funny. It's just to see the crossover really, because that's what it is. Women acting more manly, men acting more feminine. As you will see that the constant here is the two genders, male and female.
Right.
So to me, it's an identity crisis.
Okay. So we're dealing from identity, and we're moving from black people having an identity now to people in general having an identity crisis about who they are, what sex they are.
Right, but if you as a person have a strong identity, you're not as easily swayed as somebody who will say who built a house on sand.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So you think that people should stick to their identity, because if they do this, they still will find somebody. They don't have to worry about what the girls looking at.
I believe so, because the girls themselves are in the same trend. If it's trendy to like a guy who got tight pants, wearing that purple stuff, all the fuchsia, the aquamarine, all that stuff, green eyeliner, whatever this do know. right? Because they sure that can come next, the real leggings and stuff like that, you know, the paint on jeans and whatnot. I think that they themselves are also socialized to like those changes as well.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Mallet, for coming
thank
and
you.
speaking with us. We're gonna talk more after this, so we'll see you soon.